This is a school reopening video for Carbon School District. This video is about the 4 types of learning that are available. 4 types of learning available in Carbon School District are in-person, remote, virtual, and Carbon Online School. So we'll talk about each one of those. In-person learning is the way we prefer it. We have great teachers and wonderful environments for students to learn, and that's where we want the students to do their learning. Students and teachers are physically in the school for in-person learning. We follow the normal bell schedule, we follow the calendar. We're going to do both of those things for this coming school year. However, currently in-person learning requires face coverings until that requirement is lifted. But as of right now, that's the requirement for in-person learning. Remote learning means that on a temporary basis, a student might need to access their class at home, and they can do that by tuning in or accessing the class through technology. It might be Google Meet or some other tool that they're using. The teachers are going to have access to a camera just like the one on the screen here, and the stand and the cords, the technology that they need to be able to share the class with the student. The student should be able to make comments, interact from home. Again, this is a temporary solution if a student needs to be at home and learn from there for a short amount of time. We do need to note that if a student is logged in and participating, they will be marked present. That's a rule from the State Board of Education that allows us to mark the student as present even if they're at home, if they are participating. Virtual learning is a whole different thing. This is something we don't want to do. If we do this, it means that there is an outbreak, and we need to have all of the students at home, no students physically at school. So again, we don't want to do that, but if it becomes necessary, we're going to make sure that the students can still learn virtually. This would only happen for a maximum of 2 weeks. There will not be a scenario where that is extended beyond 2 weeks unless it is mandated from higher up than the school district. But working with the health department, 14 days is the standard for quarantine. So after the virtual learning window of maximum 2 weeks, healthy kids would just come back to school. Now, during virtual learning time, during that 2-week block of time, we would expect third graders through 12th graders to have a Chromebook or technology at home that they can use. Kindergartners through second graders, we would expect also to either have a Chromebook or their teacher could be providing packets. We're going to leave that up to the teachers. Students need to follow the regular bell schedule. That's a little different than what we experienced last year. It's something we learned. We need, especially our secondary students, to follow the regular bell schedule. The elementary platform for students to use and teachers to use for virtual learning is Google Classroom. Secondary teachers will have a choice between Google Classroom or Canvas, and we can support those two. We can help teachers with those two different options, and that will narrow things down so that students and parents know that there's really only going to be 2 platforms for the virtual learning. Should we need to use virtual learning that we use in our district? We have something brand new that we've been working on for a while, and we now have now instituted Carbon Online School. This is for students who are unable to attend school physically for the long term. Uh, this Carbon Online School is not directly associated with any particular class or school. This is a district online school, and the curriculum is specifically for online, and the instruction is different. Everything about it is different. So it's not like remote learning. This is completely online school. So if anyone's interested in that, you need to talk to your school to find out details.